always think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were...
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready, yellow lady. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. You'll kill.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, kill. Greystone, Travis.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got Fuller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Breeze. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Ready? You ready?
They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
49, check 49, check 49.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Here's Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That's good for 28 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Breeze now on 1st down. And Thomas has it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Chewing up big yard there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big
1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady.
On first down, Breeze into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Murray throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Come on, QB, come on.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity For them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Breeze. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, kill.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Easy. Opposite.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Ready.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Kill.
Here's Breeze to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because
he's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 75 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Hey, kill.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Kill. 5-1.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Let's get it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Kill.
Breeze going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
12.
Again, it's Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Breeze. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Underneath for Johnson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. Pushing through the contact. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Kamara. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. It's complete to Fuller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Breeze now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the counter, here's Kamara. And an alley to run. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. On play action, now Breeze. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 34 yards, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No, I would tell my offense.
Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I got him.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. Flushed out right. That's complete right around the 8. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, As a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
That's it, baby. You got to work.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray. And a throw right sideline is complete. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. On 1st down, Drake. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw is Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First down, Saints.
Ready. 95-56. Run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Play action. Breeze. He's going to let it go deep for the... Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? Just nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Six guys take over first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Set. Yellow waiting. Still kill.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for New Orleans, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals...
all